Welcome to Brasso Seco Eco Community Centre. It's totally different to how I would interpret a community centre. First of all, because it's all open planned. But inside they've also got local products, so they've got local arts and crafts that they inject back into the community with the money that they make. And they've also got products, so they've got hot sauce, cocoa, they've got some different preserves and local snacks, so not things that you typically expect in a convenience store, but local produce. And we're about to witness some meat being smoked, which is a buccaneer style of cooking, and apparently it keeps the life of the meat for a lot longer. Yeah, so Carl's been really interesting and informative, and this is the next part of the process with our day with Carl, and we're going to be trying smoked meat, and I've never tried it before, and I'm pretty stuffed from breakfast, but it should be a really tasty treat.
What does he do? This thing about buccaneer cooking?
It's smoked meat. He'll talk you through it. He's the expert in that, but it's very tasty. I'm the expert at eating it. He's the expert at cooking it.
So we're at Carl's place and we're about to go in and try some buccaneer cooking, and that's a sort of a smoked meat. Now we've never tried it before and apparently it's meant to be sensational.
Beautiful. This is sweet potato. This is yam in front here, and the white in the back is dasheen. Okay. This is dalaloo. So this is vegetarian. It's split peas and dasheen bush.
Cool. So you have your proteins.
Yeah.
Actually, dalaloo is one of my creations.
Really?
Yes. You would go a lot of places and you'll never hear people offering you dalaloo. They'll offer you kalaloo. But I just made a difference in terms of mixing the split peas with the dasheen bush, and I call it dalaloo.
It's so good.
And it is a hit. Every culinary, people love it because the flavor, the two flavors blend so nicely. It gives it a nice flavor.
And what spices have you used with the chicken?
Chicken, just basic spices: onion, garlic, a piece of ginger, sharubeni.
I've learnt a lot at Takarib and listening to people like Carl and Justin speak about how a lot of things in life may seem important, but at the end of the day, when you go back to your roots, there is a simplicity, and sometimes people lose sight of that, and you think that there's all these other important things in life when essentially I think that nature is something really, really important, and going back to your roots is a really important thing. And while some people may choose to have that as a lifestyle, I think that everybody should at least experience it once and see what you can learn from that and apply it to your life.
Yeah, it's like being at a place as a Hyatt, a 5-star hotel, or going to a place to Takarib. Actually, it doesn't really matter. You can be happy at the Hyatt, you can be happy at an Eco Lodge, right?
Definitely. I'd advise the viewer, if they're wanting to do a business trip to Trinidad, to maybe take a few days extra if the time permits for it, and do things like research. So go to Lonely Planet or Rough Guide, or do a little bit of search on internet forums, so read up what travellers have done and see what you can do, because it would be an absolute travesty to come to a place where there's such a diverse ecosystem and not experience that. This is a trip for any budget, and you can do it in so many different ways, but the way we did it doesn't really have to cost you a great deal.
Yeah, you can make it as expensive or cheap as you want. It depends where you're staying. It depends where you want to go. But if you try to meet more local people, you can get some things for free.
Yeah, get out there and mingle, really, go to bars, talk to people, Trinidadians are very, very friendly people.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Port of Spain is a very industrial sort of city. To me, it isn't the most aesthetically pleasing. But then there are huge mountains, and then there are beaches everywhere. So there's a lot of different stuff to do on Trinidad, and then Tobago is it's a very rustic, very old school, very beautiful sort of Caribbean paradise, and I highly recommend going.